Hello guys, I am Z-Town Train and this is just a basic dude vlog, and today we are finishing up a mission that we started 6 years ago. 6 years ago we picked up this, the UST Wayfinder butane lighter, and we did a video on it, but unfortunately I hadn't read the package, so I had no idea that there was no butane in the lighter in the first place. Like, it makes sense now that I think about it that you wouldn't sell something like this full with butane already. Over the course of the next few weeks, we're going to do some videos. We're going to do videos about MRE alternatives, like survival food and stuff like that. We're going to do a little thing about what's in my sling pack. I bought one of those, you know, it's the hipster survivalist thing now. But I like to use it just as my regular camping bag, and I keep some really interesting stuff in it that I've picked up throughout the years, and some stuff that is important to take with you anytime, like first aid and stuff like that. But there's also some cool little gadgetry and stuff in here that I keep that just makes everything more fun for me when we're on a camping trip, and fun for everybody else too. So this is my sling bag. I'm gonna take this bad boy off, and one day we'll talk about the sling bag. There's a really neat story about where this particular bag came from, and I've never done a review on it, but it is a really interesting bag, and the place it came from was also awesome. Now, what we have here is the UST Wayfinder lighter. This is our follow-up video from 6 years ago when we had no butane. And if you take a look at him, he is a butane lighter. We did specs in the other video, and today we're taking a look at him. Here's our compass. Let's see let's see how different north points from where we're at now from where we were then. Yeah, the compass still points north, so everything still works. This is actually, of all of these compasses, I like this one a lot because it's a fluid-filled compass. It's probably got a little bit of alcohol in there or something like that, maybe even some kind of oil. And I like the fluid-filled one with these mini compasses. I think the fluid-filled ones are the best ones. The dry one where it just spins on the little pin, I'm not a huge fan of. Let's take a look at this. Let's get him open. There is a switch right here on the side like a button, and it pops right open. And it looks like pretty much any butane lighter that you would buy at like a smoke shop. I have not filled this yet. We're going to do that. There's the ignition. When it's closed, it has a flip lock. They can flip right up over the top and keep it closed in your pocket or in your bag or whatever. Flip that bad boy down and open her up. There you go. Now if we look at the bottom, we can see there is a screw to adjust the flame, and there is the butane port. Here I have mag torch butane, and I actually bought this for a torch that I use to heat up a bolt to take out of a car. We're going to use it today to fill up this lighter. And when you fill something up with butane, you just tip it straight up and push it down into the port until it begins to leak, really. We've probably got some in there. I'm worried because I think I might have just cracked the body of this lighter. It hasn't been sitting outside, and I did. Look at that. Look at. So I slipped and cracked that right there. That's cracked. I don't think that it hurt the way that the lighter works at all, but it might have. It seems like it definitely changed the integrity of everything going on inside. Yeah, so that just kind of comes out of there apparently. Here's the mechanism of everything. And maybe I'll be able to glue that back in there or something, but this little thing snapped at the bottom, and that is all that was holding that bad boy in there. I want to get that little piece of plastic out, and I had a friend make a suggestion of what we were going to call the new Buck 736. Well, we're calling it the Super Duper Buck 736. So thank you very much, Kenneth, because I really like that suggestion a lot, and it kind of goes along. We had the handy dandy 715, we've got the Super Duper 736. I like the way that it sounds, and I'm just going to push that little piece of plastic. See that? Around a little bit, and just get that little dab out, because I don't like it. And maybe we'll be able to, yeah, it cracked right across the bottom right there. And that has kind of changed the whole video, hasn't it? Well, so we tried to fill it, and plastic was cracked. I don't keep my stuff outside. This has been inside. See, here's the piece where it was glued on, and that is stuck in that little thing right there, and that is the only thing that was holding the whole lighter mechanism inside. So the second that you put pressure onto it to fill the fluid through the port that it was supposed to have, it broke. I'm still going to fill this. And we're going to still give it a test, but so far this has turned out really badly. And that isn't, it might be 6 years old, but I didn't leave this plastic outside. It's been in a bag. It's been in fact, it's been in that bag, and before that it rode around in a different bag for a long time, just waiting for this video to happen. And the one place where that thing was in that piece of plastic, the only place it was glued in was the bottom. And that is a massive bummer. Look, it still locks in, so it's still protected by the case, but that would be a huge problem. I mean, I don't think you'd be filling up the butane if you were outside, but if you go to tip it and light something like this, you know, you're sliding right out. That's no good. All right, let's see what the flame looks like, though. We've been waiting for 6 years. Ooh, look at that. Definitely glows. So we've definitely got fire coming out of there. The first video that I did about this, I said that I was going to light my cigarette with it. I don't smoke anymore. I stopped smoking a while back. So we're not going to do that. But it does work. It does make a glowing flame there. And I'm sure that if we had the lights off, you could probably see the actual flame part better. I think that the most unfortunate thing about this is that it was only glued in this one spot in the bottom, and I'm probably gonna super glue that. If you look, putting it all back together, you can see that all the plastic is still there. So what I think I might do is super glue that back in there. I mean, look, in this bag I have probably at least 3 different ways to make a fire. And 2 of them are small and portable like that, right? Small and easy. They're all small and portable, but 2 of them are easy, right? I have 3 different ways to make fire in this bag. 2 of them are easy. So, you know, it wouldn't be such a big deal if this broke for me. But if you were someone that you were relying on this plastic lighter to do a good job, you know, at this point you would be severely disappointed. It would probably still make fire for you, but it just broke, you know, right off the bat. The first time we got to use it, 6 years in, and the second that I pushed that down, it snapped. And I wasn't pushing that hard. I mean, I guess I pushed a little bit, but I wasn't pushing that hard. At least I didn't think that I was. So that's that. So far, without having to glue it all back together, I'm giving this a 1 out of 5 because it broke right out of the box. That's super unfortunate. I really did not anticipate it breaking like that, and I actually thought that this was going to do a completely different job, and maybe I just pushed a little too hard on it, and I really didn't mean to. So I guess if you're watching this video and you have a lighter like this, or you want to get a lighter like this, just be very careful not to push really hard on that port in the bottom, because just filling the fluid, I broke it, and I didn't really mean to. It's not like I wasn't trying to push hard. I was pushing about what I would push to fill up the fluid in the torch that I use for doing mechanic work. Anyway, so a 1 out of 5 because it did light. And so later on down the road, we got a bunch of cool stuff going on. Thank you, Kenneth, for the suggestion of the Super Duper Buck 736. And I hope you guys have a really good day. There was a video 6 years in the making, and the lighter broke. Can you imagine that? All right. Have a great day. This is E-Town Train for Just a Basic Dude Vlog, and I am out of here. I'll see you.